Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's December the 4th, 2023, and here in Moncton, it is winter. See, we got snow on the ground. It is still snowing outside. I think we're going to get like 10 centimeters of snow. Not too bad compared to some other places in the Maritimes that are going to hit a little bit harder. And school was canceled. No school canceled here for the amount of snow we got. But it does mean winter's here, and it's a good way to start off December. I worked through it. I managed to get everything done. The roads weren't too slippery, which is all that's important when you're out working outside. That being said, what are we going to do today? We're going to talk stamps today. We're going to go into the collection, the year-end collection of 2019. Mr. Leonard Cohen is in this book. The famous Avro Arrow spaceship is in this book. Maybe a polar bear is in this book by the looks of things. We're going to open it up. We're going to see what stamps came out in 2019 and open it up. I mean, slide the book out like that, and then you can see the pages. We've been going through these page by page, year after year, and we're getting closer to getting caught up to current year. And then what will we do? Well, we'll see, I guess. The other thing I do want to talk about, because we're talking about stamps, is Liverpool Stamps. So that's www.liverpoolstamps.co.uk right now until the end of December 2023. If you want to buy and add to your collection of the penny red stamps, they are offering a 25% discount on all your orders of penny red if you use the discount code TDG. That Dad Guy, TDG. So that's all you got to type in, those three letters, and you'll get 25% off. Now, until the end of December 2023, if you're buying some penny reds, and if you're not sure what a penny red is, go back, check out my video that I put out on it. I've been promoting this discount, and I will continue to promote it till it's all gone, probably by the end of the month. So if you hear me talk about it, and you want to go to Liverpool Stamps and check out their website, I would encourage you to do so. I think it's an awesome stamp to have in your collection, but because there's so many of them, you can collect a whole plate. You can collect variations, you can collect, there's a whole bunch of different things to collect from it, and I think most collectors have some of them in their collection already. If you haven't got them, I would encourage you to go grab some. All right, let's get into Canadian stamps now. We can zoom in on the book here. Leonard Cohen, famous Canadian musician, poet. So we will see as we go through the forewords. You can see here everything is in French and in English, if you haven't caught that already. The Queen of Canada. So we have this stamp that was issued. The image was taken in 2017, but this was issued on January 14th, 2019. So strange not to see the Queen on some things now. And on the road again. These are some of the national wonders. It says Canada is home to astonishing variety of spectacular landscapes and unforgettable sights and extraordinary vistas. So they have put out a variety of stamps based on national parks like Jasper National Park or towns like Mahone Bay, Nova Scotia. And you can see the variation of territories that we have in our country from coast to coast to coast, including Iceberg Alley in Newfoundland and Labrador. So these are the little stamps that were put out to depict all of those places. And then 2019 was Year of the Pig in the Chinese New Year calendar. So there's the domestic rate stamp. And there's the international rate souvenir sheet. And then Hope and Triumph. We have this stamp for Black History Month that was issued. So it's in honor of Black History Month. This permanent domestic rate stamp features the illustration based on the photography of Albert Jackson, thought to be Canada's first black letter carrier on his route in Toronto, circa 1882 to 1890. And for those of you who love flowers, they had this issue of the gardenia. aviation trailblazer. This is Lizzie Gill. I did a video on her as well, so if you want to go check that out. But these are a whole bunch of different trailblazers in aviation. Elsie McGill, the Avro Arrow. We talked a little bit about that. There was a great movie that was put out. I think it was actually a mini series with Dan Aykroyd in it. Shows how Canada created this plane and then immediately scrapped it after, even though it was very successful. So here are the stamps based on the different aviation innovations. Food for thought. Who doesn't love some blueberries? If you go to Oxford, Nova Scotia, it's the blueberry capital of the world, or that's what they claim. But look at these sweet, these are great stamps because they're all unusual sizes, shapes and sizes and things. The Nanaimo bar, butter tarts, come on, sugar pie, Saskatoon berry pie, and blueberry grunt. All right, I'm hungry. Maybe I need to stop this video and eat something. Pride of community. The Vancouver Acai players. So the Asian League. And this was a wonderful stamp too. Circular baseball stamp with the team in the middle. Permanent domestic rate stamp issued on April 25th, 2019. Special dwellers. You have a nice turtle. Very vibrant. These are fun stamps too, because you can see they come outside of their square. The heads poke out, almost like they poke out of their turtle shell. Endangered turtles. Beloved lynx. The Heartland Bridge here in New Brunswick. I've shown you that in videos as well before. It has been on many postcards that I've sent out. Famous covered bridges across the country. In Quebec, in Ontario, here in New Brunswick. This one here in British Columbia. Here are the large stamps that represent those bridges. Canada and the moon. What does Canada have to do with space? Well, quite a bit actually. Here's the team at the Launch Control Center watches the Apollo 11 liftoff from Cape Canaveral in July 1969. Here is the nice long stamp that was issued for space. So this joined an introverted pair of permanent domestic rate stamps featuring illustrations of the command and service module and lunar module celebrate Canada's contribution to the Apollo 11 program and commemorates the 50th anniversary of the first human landing on the moon. If you want to know more about what Canada did on that, you'll have to go research it or look up this book. How about Bears of Canada? If I went through every page and read everything, this would be a really long video. So these are always just overviews of things that you can see. There's Playful Polar Bear. The Grizzly Bear. These beautiful stamps of the four bears. These four bears that were depicted in this book. Tower of Songs. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Leonard Cohen. I think we all know Leonard Cohen from the song Hallelujah. It's been redone so many times, but it's an icon for sure. When I was last in Montreal, there were mailboxes and billboards, paintings on the side of buildings with Leonard Cohen's image, because that's where he was from. Well, there's one of the images right there. See on the side? Cohen stamps, done after his passing in 2016. And then the charity stamps that come out for the children's charity. These are the ones that were issued. Nice ice cream and popsicle. Enduring inspiration. There's the Christmas stamp. It's the 3 wise men. And then the holiday stamps that came out that year. Reindeer, ballerinas, ornaments. Red River Resistance, L'Oreal. Struggle and hardship of the time of living on the prairies back then. And then Hanukkah Traditions. There's the Hanukkah stamp that came out that year, which I see that my father has inverted. Let's get it right way up. Ta-da, there, corrected. And that is everything that came out in 2019. I certainly have done individual videos on stamps and talked all about them, and I'll continue to do so. These videos just are an overview of what came out in that year. If you were to buy the year-end collector's albums, this is what you get. And that's kind of why I want to promote it, is that sometimes it's nice to have all the mint stamps from one year all in one place and the stories that go along with them. And these usually run around $80 Canadian. Depending on how many stamps, I guess, were issued that year. Some years they issue more than others, and the price fluctuates. But around $80 Canadian at the end of the year for one of these books. I will be getting the 2023 version soon from Father for Christmas. He likes it every year, so we get that. We also get the first day cover collection, so we'll add that, and I'll show you those when the time is right. What else do we have going on? Live streams. If you're thinking about watching live streams, they'll be coming up. That Dad Guy Answers on Saturday. We are going to be doing it as a live stream this week. So you'll be able to ask your questions right on when you come on to watch with me. It's going to be at 9 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. If you're not sure what Atlantic Standard Time is, if it's 9 here, it means it's 8 in, say, places like New York City and Toronto and Washington and Orlando, because that's Eastern Standard Time. We're 1 past that. And we are 4 hours behind Great Britain, 5 behind mainland Europe, and so on. So you can gauge everything based on that. So yes, 9 a.m. is pretty early for me. It will be very early for those of my friends in California, because it will only be 5 o'clock in the morning for them, but it will be 1 o'clock in the afternoon for those in Great Britain. And that's kind of generally the time that I'm going to do it this week anyways. I may fluctuate, but that works best for me, and it captures a whole bunch of different people that can make those lives. The ones that in the West Coast that want to be a part of a live, though, a little bit more realistic for their time, is going to be on Wednesday. Wednesday this week, I'm going to do a live stream at 2 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. So that means it will be 10 o'clock in the morning in California when I go live, and it'll be 6 o'clock in Great Britain when I go live. So there, you can gauge based on those where you are, and hopefully you'll join me. That's why I'm giving you some heads up on notice that I will be live at 2 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time on Wednesday and 9 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time on Saturday. All right, that's it for today. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?